Hi again. My name is Rebel, and I'm the Rebel Reseller, and this is take 3. Robert is trying to get things organized as far as our technology. He's got it set up now so that I am going to be able to look at this monitor when I'm showing you guys stuff and see that something is in focus, because I know the video that we put out, the haul that we put out the other day, a lot of times I brought stuff up to the camera and I don't see what was going on, and it never did focus, and Robert didn't notice it either. So I apologize for that. We're trying to figure this all out, but now I have a way so that I can look at this monitor that you guys aren't seeing and be able to see that something is in focus. But in the meantime, we're trying to learn this new technology, and I clicked the wrong button the first time, and then the second time we had too many mics. So we're going to do it again. But that's okay. This is my watts sold for last week, Monday through Thursday, which would be May the 2nd through the 5th. My sales were on, look at this screen, eBay, Facebook, Bonanza, and Posh. So, no Mercari, no Etsy. Sales were okay. Much better than this week. And, you know, I just have to keep saying, just keep on. I know there's ebbs and flows to this business. We just seem to be going through a remarkably low right now. Lots of reasons why this could be happening. A part of me thinks eBay's not working up to par either. Just little things that are happening. I'm going to show you something that happened this week. I need to send eBay a message about it because there was an obvious glitch. But, you know, I'm thankful that we live a very frugal life. We kind of followed the Dave Ramsey-ish program. We don't have a whole lot of debt. I don't have car payments. I don't have cable. You know, we do Netflix and Amazon Prime and stuff like that. But for the most part, you know, I have relatively few bills. So when things are tight like this, we're okay. But do I, you know, I don't have the extras for some of the other things that I like to, you know, the extra payments and stuff like that on my mortgage, and it's all good. So, you know, all I can recommend is if you've got a lot of debt, just look into the Dave Ramsey thing. You know, he does this snowball plan that helps you start paying off your smallest debts and then applying that money to larger debts. And it just, you know, it's freeing when you don't have to worry about a lot of bills. It's very freeing. So let me think. I had 6 clothing sales on eBay and 4 on Posh. I am going to show one of the Posh because I like to keep the icons on my screen so that Robert knows that I made a sale on that, so he can put it in the little blurbs when he's doing these videos for me. But clothes are blah. So I guess let me see if there was anything else I wanted to talk about. I don't think so. All right, let's go to this screen. All right, this is the glitch I was talking about. Now, I bought a bunch of this was a 12-piece place setting when I initially bought it. I divided up all the silverware into sets of 4. So I had 3 sets of 4 for each of the different types of flatware. Somebody sent me an offer of $18 and something. This actually sold for $55.80. Somebody sent me an offer for 3, which I accepted. The bill is for 3, the shipping's for 3. But I noticed when I went to print my label that it was saying only 1 sold and I still had 2 available. I actually had to go into my active listings and cancel this. But my invoices, everything, my bill, everything shows that I sold 3. So I'm not quite sure what's happening, which makes me believe eBay's got some issues. All right, this is from Wildlife Artists. I like this brand. A lot of them are really good quality. This one was a grizzly bear, made sounds, was 10 inches. It sold for $13.90. This is Animal Adventure, just a cute little 9-inch round plush from 2014. I took a best offer of $10 for it. Again, normally I would say I don't do free shipping, but I am kind of running a little experiment. I picked 160 items, my lowest dollar items, and switched them to free shipping. Not working. It's okay. But none of these that have sold, are free shipping. I'm going to change all that back. These are VTech Go Smart Mickey Mouse, Donald Duck, and Goofy cars. I tell you guys all the time that a lot of times I list something because it's easier for me to find it in my inventory than if I've set it somewhere or it's in a bag or something. Well, I listed Mickey and forgot. So then I found Donald and Goofy and I set them aside waiting to find Mickey. Well, Mickey was listed. I finally got it all figured out. Went ahead and changed the listing to the 3 of them, and they sold for best offer of $16. This is Ty Beanie Boo's Grapes Monkey Plush. I think this was one of the plush that either Hannah or Darlene sent to me. It sold for $13.90. Thank goodness for my plush sales, because as you can tell, almost everything has been plush. This is Discovery Channel Hippo Plush, 16 inches from 2000. It sold for $12.04. These sold for $3.75. The thing I wanted to note about these is I bought this Fisher-Price Barnyard Bingo set. This is the vintage version a while back, and it ended up missing something. So I decided to part it out. This was, I think, the end of it. These last things were the 4 bingo cards, and they sold, like I said, for $3.75. But I think by the time I sold the coins and sold the barn and the base, I made more on selling this than if I had sold it as a complete set. But it took a while. I'm okay with long tail. This is Russ Peaches Rabbit. Peaches was the name of it on the tag. It sold for $15.76. Now this next item, this is why I pick up a lot of things that most people wouldn't. My bread and butter. This was an Applause Springtime Chick Duck Plush, 6 inches. When the mom paid for this, she sent me this note, and I wrote it down over here to read to you. I wanted to thank you. My daughter lost her special duck at Walmart. She carries the duck everywhere, and it's part of the family. We didn't think we would find a replacement. Thank you, with an exclamation point. You know, you never know. Yes, it was just one of my bread and butters, but it made the difference to this mom. So again, it sold for the $7.39. This is Douglas Brown Chimp Monkey Plush. I love Douglas. Some of it is decent bolos, but this one is just one of my bread and butters. It sold for $12.04. It's just a good quality brand. This is Mary Meyer, very small little plush. Probably picked it up at the bins, and it sold for $9.25. This is Rustlovies, and let me see if I can show the tag. This one says Russ Buddies something. I can't even read that far. Fred. But it's called the Rustlovies. They're little. They're 5 inches. Anytime I find them, I grab them because of the Russ brand. These tend to get me higher dollars. This one sold for $23.20. These next few items, I have a wonderful viewer. Her name is Lori. She has purchased quite a bit of stuff from me. This last order was for 11 items. Total was $193.67. I'm going to show you, I think, 5 of the items that she purchased from me, just as examples of things that have sold. But then, you know, it made the big difference for me, and I so appreciate it. And then she turned around and bought some more stuff this past week. So, Lori, thank you very much. She bought this brass-footed fruit bowl. You know, we bought a bunch of brass last year. This one sold for $40. And then this was a Fluffyville rabbit plush. 18 inches, made in the USA. It sold for $27. This is Gund. I did it. I've been trying not to do that. Gund Nayla Golden Dog Plush. She sold for $12. This is a tan dog 15-inch from Sounds and Light. That's the manufacturer. And it sold for $16. And then this, I love this lamb. It is just big old woolly plush. I don't think I even had the manufacturer for it. And it sold for $10. I think these were on the haul that we just got sent out this past week. This is Rockaholic by Warrant CD from 2011. We bought a whole bunch of discs or CDs at an estate sale, either 50 cents or $1. But the discs were perfect. They were adult owned, and you could tell that they had been very well taken care of. Now the cases did have some wear, a few had cracks, and I have went ahead and ordered in the past a case of empty replacement jewel cases, so that if it's not a really special kind of case, if it's cracked, I'll usually replace it. And that's what I had to do with this one. That's why it looks so clean and everything in this picture. It sold for $19. Definitely, when you go to yard sales, look for rock and like metal type music. I don't listen to that stuff. Most of these bands I had never heard of. Probably I would never listen to this CDs, but you know, they sell. They're very popular. These I picked up at an estate sale. I paid $1 each for them. They are the stained glass craft kits that end up making sun catchers. I went ahead and kept all 3 of them together, sold them very quickly for $21 best offer. This was from the Goodwill bins. I at first thought it was kind of like an action figure type thing, see-through, but it ended up being like a educational type model of a great white shark. Very detailed. It sold for $18.55. I was lucky. At the bins, it was donated and kept in a Ziploc bag. So the base and everything, there were parts that came off of it. I think there was a fin on the other side and then that base. So I was lucky. These also came from the Goodwill bins. This was the Santa Claus African American figure from that series. It sold for $13.90. This is Kelly Toy. This rabbit comes in varying colors. I think a blue, a green, a cream colored. I always pick them up, and I always use the keyword quilted in the description or in the title because it just has this like checkerboard design on it. It sold for $13.90. This is Arizona. These were from that picture set that Robert picked up at an estate sale for $12. It ended up being from this Blakely glass and oil. We sold the picture already for about $160. I think I have one glass left. This one sold for best offer of $14. Now I'm always looking for them. Always. This was from the Goodwill bins. that we went to here recently to do Bolo Buddies scavenger hunt, the Bins 10 challenge, which that ends tonight. So if you haven't voted and haven't gone and watched everybody's videos, please do. Actually, I think Robert's not going to get this video out till tomorrow, so it'll be after the fact. So I hope you all went and voted. Not specifically for me, but for the person who found the best stuff. These were table tennis paddles. There were 2 of them in this bag. They weren't even matching. One was Stiga, one was Juice. They had some wear to them. I listed them. I just kind of picked a price, and they sold the same day I listed them for best offer of $60. This is Hug Fun Dog Plush from 2018. It sold for $15.76. I picked these up at an estate sale. I think I paid a couple of dollars for them. I had picked up 2 identical sets, so this is the first one that sold. I ended up taking a best offer of $25 for it, but it's everything you need to make that baby Afghan. This is from Dandy. It is a musical rabbit. It did play Jesus Loves Me. Had its tags. It sold for $18.55. This Robert picked up also at the Goodwill bins when we were doing the scavenger hunt. It's called the Nag Hamadi Library from 1994. It sold very quickly for $14.95. This is a Walmart plush of a dog. It did make sounds. It sold for $12.04. And then I picked this up at an estate sale. Just a colorful coffee mug with the name Karen on it. It sold for $21.34. Now these next 3 are my Facebook orders. This is a doll outfit for a 1975 Mattel Baby Comeback doll. I had the doll. It was in really bad condition, so I removed the outfit and sold it separately. Recouped all my money that I paid for the doll, and it sold for $8 on Facebook. Anytime I'm at the Goodwill bins, if I find these unopened packages of Legos, I grab them. You don't even really need to know what set it goes to. Just give all the pertinent information. You can see on there it was from 2017. They always sell for me. This one sold for $8. And then this was PJ Masks. Again, a lot of times I list these figures separately so that some mama can buy one that her child has lost. This one sold for $5. These were my 2 Bonanza orders. It'd been a while since I had a Bonanza order, and then this has been it since. This is a Healthy Baby Giraffe Lovey. It sold for $13.45. And then this wild White Rabbit plush from International Silver Company sold for $29.95 on Bonanza. And then this is one of the 4 clothing items that sold on Posh. These were Declaration of Democracy jeggings that sold for $16. All right, that's it for some of the sales that I had last week. I'm going to go ahead and get the weekend sales done. I'm not quite sure how, I don't remember how well they were, but this week, well, it might only be 1 video because it has been pretty pitiful. It's okay, right? Keep listing. What I'm doing this week is I'm still listing. I'm doing a whole lot of clothing because, you know, even in dire times, people are going to be looking for clothing, and we have lots to list. I'm doing a lot of cross listing because I'm trying to get to the point where almost everything that I have listed is on at least 1 other platform. I am considering, I think it was Got Junk in Your Trunk said that she just buckled down and over several days got all of her stuff into the List Perfectly catalog, and I may just try to get that done this month. Get all 9,000 listings over there because they're coming up with some amazing new programs where they're going to be able to sync and make sure that, you know, if for some reason something sells and you haven't got your catalog all situated, it will somehow notify you. I think I've sent a message asking for some more information on that, but you know, I have a feeling that things could get a whole lot easier if I could just get my stuff in their catalog. So that's what I'm going to plan on trying to get done here in the next few weeks, as well as processing tons of stuff that we're bringing in. We're purchasing at estate sales and yard sales, and you know, just trying to get stuff done. We've spent the last few days starting to move the clothing. You guys can't see it here, but we started with putting all the clothing over here. Well, we've outgrown this space for that, and I'm having a hard time with the stuff that's coming in that needs worked on, that it's just getting here, there, and everywhere, and I'm not getting a chance to sort through it. I'd like to make videos on as much of it as I can to share with you the things that we're purchasing, and it's just becoming chaotic. That's the word. It's chaos right now, and I don't thrive in chaos. So we're trying to get all the clothes out there, and that way I have more space for the stuff that's coming in. All right, heads up. We're going to get through this. Just keep figuring out, do your sales, do promoted listings if you're going to choose to do that. Send out those offers. All of those things kind of just keep you active in the eBay algorithm, and hopefully, you know, it's going to pick up. It's going to pick up. All right, bye.